بالميامين هداتي من بني هاشم بخاتم النبيين أخي الوحي أبي.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome our dear viewers from across the globe. Our discussion series entitled A Great Trust has centered around the topic of training and upbringing of our children. So far, we have discussed why our children are regarded as a great trust of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and how to achieve their truest potential. And in order to have pure and righteous offspring, certain preconditions are need to be met. And one of the preconditions is to start early. And by early, we don't mean to start at the time of nikah or spouse selection, but even way early. And that is when we are building ourselves. Indeed, the Holy Prophet ﷺ has said, the best thing a father provides to his child is good manners and ethical training. So without further delay, our viewers, we will welcome our Alima Razia Batul Najafi to our show. Assalamu alaikum, Alima.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Thank you for blessing us with your presence today. And we'll quickly start off with where we left last time. We were talking about spouse selection and some of the preconditions when we are looking for a spouse. And we spoke about the definition of love and what is the true love that needs to exist between spouses. So one question in this very topic is that what is one main important quality that we are looking for when we look for a good spouse?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wa bihi nasta'een wa huwa khairul mu'een. In answer of your question, first of all, we should know that maybe we have discussed before too that what is our purpose of life, because I'm going to select my life partner. So why I'm living in this world, why Allah has created me and what is the purpose of my life. So definitely according to that I will choose my life partner. So we can go and ask to Quran and Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, and we have very clear, very beautiful answers for our question. And that's why I usually say, unfortunately, still we are not true Muslims because we didn't accept Islam, because we are following our culture. That's why still we are asking this question. Yeah, which is which should be a ABC of our life. It should be so very common practicing between Muslims, because we know what Quran has said, because Quran is for all of us, and we have to know especially the ayat and the verses which are related to us. If we go to Quran is I can say screaming and and announcing and openly saying that الطيبون للطيبات والطيبات للطيبون. In Surah Nur, ayat number 26, Quran is saying that the pure women or pure women are for pure men, and pure men are for pure women, and al-khabisatu lil-khabisin, impure are for impure. So definitely we know that the main thing which Islam is saying is Islam and purity and faith and taqwa, piety. That's are very, very important. Not only in Surah Nur, in Surah Nisa number 3, again Quran is saying فَانْكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِّنَ النِّسَاءِ. Again the same word, tayyib, taba, like marry with pure women if you get in your society. So choose the purest one, choose the best one in the eyes of Allah. The purity of our soul, that is the most important thing. So this was about Quran. And there are many other ayat, and for us, for this discussion, is it, I think, enough. And then if we go to hadith, ahadiths are so beautiful, like very in very easy way, in very obvious way. That some ashab and some companions of our Aimma, they are asking, because unfortunately even they had this problem, because we didn't accept whole Islamic law. We know how to pray, we know how to recite Quran, but we don't know how to deal with these kind of practical issues in our daily life. So for example, some tradition says that one companion of Imam Raza alayhi salam, his name was Wasiti is writing one letter to Imam to ask some question, because maybe he wasn't in the same city or country, and he's asking, saying, one of my relatives has sent this proposal for my daughter, and I like him, but he's not very well mannered, like he's not it's akhlaq and behavior and akhlaq is not good. Otherwise he's praying namaz, his religion is good, his aqaid is good, but in practicing, he's not not in a normal even level. So Imam has written the answer back to him, and Imam said, never ever give your daughter to somebody who has good faith, who has good iman and everything, but his akhlaq and his behavior is not good, because he has to live with that person, if with your daughter.
So akhlaq or manners are
very important. Imam Raza alayhi salam is teaching us. So even we have another hadith, Ali ibn Asbad is asking the same question, but in the other way. Ali ibn Asbad is one of the companion of Imam Baqir alayhi salam, and he's asking again by written form, and he's saying, I'm not there many proposals are coming for my daughters, but I can't get anybody as compatible to my family or my daughter. So what should I do? So what should I look for it, for compatibility, or for be equal to us? So Imam is saying that what is the ma'yar and merit for hamkuf, for compatibility. So Imam is saying that إذا جاءكم من ترضون خلقه ودينه فزوجه وإن لا تفعلوه تكن فتنة في الأرض. Like if somebody is coming, and proposing your daughter, and you are satisfied with his akhlaq and deen, these two points. Like his religion, like we can say akhlaq is his action, amal, and deen is his thoughts and his beliefs and his iman. So if he has asl and far both, root and the branches both, then you have to accept it. You can't say no. Because then Imam is saying, وَإِن لَا تَفْعَلُوهُ, if you reject that kind of person because of some other reasons, like he's not from like my country or my nation, like I'm Pakistani, he's not Pakistani, I'm Indian, he's not Indian, or he's not that much good looking, he's okay, but he's not that much good looking, or other some silly reasons which sometimes we have. So Imam is saying, what will happen? This is the very sometimes somehow we can say fearing or khawf brings in our life, that takun fitnatun fil arz. Then this all fitna and this all evils which are going around in this world will be happen, and we are watching. It is true, it is not good to say, but what we can say that it is true that because of we are not practicing,
we look for what family background or the heredity and all those things. Especially the financial status is something the most important, the criterion for marriage nowadays.
Unfortunately, especially for boys, because they want a good job and financially good status. That's why we can see that our Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, and we have other examples of even about Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, that he's not saying here something, he's acting like his amal, his sirat, his character is giving some message for us, that once he did some kind of matching between he's one of student, and he matches between two of them. And then what happened, the companion, the student, was so worried, because when he saw that Imam is not asking about his family or about her family or beauty, just when Imam get to know that this woman is so pious and her behavior is so well mannered, Imam just accepted. And he was so worried, and he was thinking that why Imam accepted without asking that from which qabila or which tribe or which country she is. So the companion of Imam, he said that while I was thinking, the same question was in my mind, and mashallah, Imam knows that he is thinking that, yeah.
Right.
So Imam himself, without even gives his time to him that to ask, Imam himself, he answered. He said that after Islam, because she is a Muslim and mu'min, after Islam, all the differences of, like this qabila or this tribe is lower than that one, and, the status and these differences all has gone. Islam has keep them away. The main important thing is akhlaq and Islam, and Islam has that beauty and that power. Our Imam, he wants to say that it's so powerful if we are true Muslim. Then again, because if I'm a true Muslim and I have accepted whole Islam, then it has so much beauty. It has so much attraction. Otherwise, if we want to see the society and culture, because unfortunately it's a very very pity that we don't respect Allah's order, we don't fear Allah's ahkam and orders. We have fear of people. And we always say, what people will say, what society will say, what my family members, they will say if I get married to this man, outsider,
or outside our
or lower,
tribe,
in other things, not in akhlaq or iman.
because Allah has said in Quran that inna akramakum indallahi atqakum, so taqwa is the baseline for everything.
Definitely, mashallah, yeah. And taqwa is the most important thing, and Islam is the most important thing. Then we shouldn't see that what people are saying, because these people and society, even the best couple of the world, they were Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Khadijatul Kubra, Muhsina Azam. They didn't like it, they didn't accept it. They said this is not a good match, for their mentality. Yeah.
Right.
And even the more best, both are Ma'soom, Ali and Fatima. Ali alayhi salam, Fatima Zahra salamullah alayha. And even people, they did lot of complaint. They said Ali is so poor. He doesn't have anything to eat. How he will provide you? Yeah. And again, they never keep quiet, and we can't satisfy them. So the best couples are not compatible in the eyes of the society, but then how we should we have this kind
follow
of
their
thing.
whims.
Follow, yeah.
This reminds me of another example. During the time of the Prophet, one of his companions, Jubaybir and
Yes.
Zalfa, something like that, I guess, right, where the family status was not the same, but maybe the couple were compatible in terms of taqwa
Yes,
and
definitely,
in terms
yeah.
of faith.
It's a beautiful story. And not only this, our Prophet himself, even he has married with Zainab bin Jahsh. Yeah, she wasn't from very good tribe or a qawm or nation. And not himself, even about Imam Sajjad, whenever he used to marry with slave girls, so people used to say that it's not a compatible and match. So why you are marrying with this kind of women? So but Imam said, no, Islam is the biggest thing. Yeah, taqwa is the biggest thing, and taqwa brings all this nur and light in our life.
Alhamdulillah, Imams have done themselves what they told us. They've actually done that, and they've made our way easier in this society to just follow them or their examples.
Definitely.
إلهي بالميامين هداتي من بني هاشم بخاتم النبيين.
Welcome our viewers. So we're going to talk about taqwa. Okay, so Alima, why is taqwa an important criterion in marriage? Why is looking for taqwa or God-fearingness in a partner so important? Whereas we don't see any practical benefit of taqwa. I said, well, I don't know how will it make a life very joyful or colorful, whereas other things might. So why is taqwa? Why our imams have focused so much on taqwa or God-fearing?
Yeah, our physical eyes maybe can't see,
Right, yeah.
but the effects of taqwa definitely, even our physical eyes, and even the worldly joyness we can have with taqwa. That's why the same question has been asked by Imam Hassan alayhi salam, and Imam Hassan alayhi salam, he replied, he said, look, give your daughters to muttaqi, to pious men. Why? Because he has that fear and respect for Allah. That's why if that man loves your daughter, definitely he will respect her, and he will give a lot of ihtiram and respect to her. But even if he doesn't like her, then even though he will respect, like he didn't do any kind of, he never oppressed her, because he knows that she is the creator of Allah, makhluk of Allah, she is the sign of Allah. So because as we know that if we have fear of Allah, if we know presence of Allah in our daily life, then I can't be bad with you. How? It's not possible.
Because Allah is watching.
Yes, Allah is watching, and I know in this world I'm giving my exams, and it's a beautiful exams, and that I know the answers and questions, and everything is already has been, Allah has told me that how should I deal with my wife or my husband, and what should I do. The answer I know, what Allah will ask, and how should I do in this world, everything I know. So if I know that if I have the fear of Allah, then definitely I will get that beauty in my life. And because we know that human being is the name of ruh and soul and spirit, that's why I told you in the beginning, on the first session which we have done about this program, that the tarbiyat-e-aulad and upbringing of child, it start with our self-building. The parents' job is so holy job, and it's a very important task, because for their task and their job, they need again that spiritual power, which is taqwa. Yeah, because they are not like painters. They are painting. This job is not like a writer. It's writing on putting their ilm or knowledge on paper. No, it's the job, the training of children. This holy job is to put that spirit of Allah in their children, because as we know, our body is from mud, but our spirit is from Allah. Allah said, I have put my ruh and my spirit in human being's body. So look at the importance and holiness which Allah is, respect which Allah has given to us. So what mother does, mother or parents, they put that ruh, that insaniya, that humanity, to bring up out from the children's existence. So that's why we say that some books they have written that once a mother, she has 10 children, and the father was died, and after even death of the fathers, she could bring up her children's very in best way. And once a teacher of children, he asked the mother that, what you have done, how you are so successful in your this great task. So she said nothing, because she wasn't that much educated, and especially in the olden time, there wasn't in these old techniques going on. And nowadays, mashallah, we talk openly and very clearly and very specifically that how we should do the tarbiyat and training, all this step, and all these tips are available. But that time it wasn't. So but the main thing she had, I want to give that message to my viewers, that she said, I did I trained myself. I did work with my soul. I was keep looking and controlling myself. Allah was doing, on my children. Allah was doing that, bringing nur on my children, because I was keep watching myself and keep making myself more closer to Allah and more pure, my heart. So Allah was putting that nur and that ruh and that, spirit and that light in my children's heart. So it's so beautiful. It's very, very important, because she knows that this is the main thing, main point, that if I have that yaqeen and certainty in my life, and I know Allah's existence, then definitely, because again, some ulama, I have heard about them, that they said, for example, I'm giving one example, that how much our tarbiyat and our training, self-building, is important for training of our children. Because look, if I am lying myself, so this lying is guna, it's sin, it's a big sin. But if I lie in front of my children, then I have done double sins, because I'm a liar, unfortunately, and I'm training one more liar for my society, because definitely, he's watching that, okay, because my mom, she's lying, so it's not a big deal to lie. So that's why lying is so common between us, unfortunately. So that much we should be very, very, very careful about our akhlaq and about our taqwa and piety. I'm saying this because unfortunately, for everything we need training. Even for training of animal, if I want to train an animal, so nobody will go and just read a book and become a big trainer. But we have many young mothers or parents, unfortunately, who are doing this illogical job, because just they are studying in their school, in their uni, nothing out of their uni or school syllabus, anything extra about their future, about this holy job, no training at all. We have many mothers like that. Nothing I know about this mature life, and about as a mother, what is my responsibility, what is the technique, what is the this training points, no course at all. Suddenly I will accept this big, I'll sit in a big seat of, as a mother, I become mother. It's not easy, it's not a joke, really. When I read myself this point, I say, Ya Allah, what should I do? Because it's the most highest job in this world which we have as a parents, especially as a mother. Mother is more responsible than father.
Okay. So our youth viewers and teenagers, don't feel that this is the training of children's topics, so don't think that you're not part of it. As we see that training of children starts way early when you're young yourself and you're self-building. So let's take up this responsibility right now when we are young, when we are youth, so not even married. Let's build ourselves, let's perfect ourselves, so when we have this great trust of Allah in our hands, we are ready to handle it.
Inshallah. Yeah, and it's really very important that we should know what, for what we are living, because we are talking about spouse selection, that how much important it is that I have to look for piety, because if my purpose in this life of this world is to do best ibadat, worship Allah, obeying Allah, and I want to make my house ma'bad, like masjid. My house is masjid, because hadith says that how fish is so calm and peaceful life it has inside the water, like that mu'min has that much peaceful life and complete tranquility in masjid. So masjid means not only masjid, definitely that's a perfect place, but masjid means where you do sajda, where you do complete submission in front of Allah. So I want to make my house masjid. I want to make my house, my room, my whole life ma'bad. So I need best abid, as a life partner, or abida. So whatever is my aim in my this life, I will choose that kind of person. And I was telling you that why taqwa is so important, because if I have my life partner is muttaqi, pious man, so definitely that house will be perfumed with taqwa, with fragrance of taqwa, with Quran, with tasbih, and I can decorate my house with taqwa. Really, it is so sweet and so enjoyable, because how much love then we have and respect for each other. And maybe we have done the true meaning of love. What is the true meaning of love? The do sacrifice. So if I have a pious partner in my life, so he is always doing sacrifice. If he does sacrifice, then definitely I will do in return. So how much beautiful life we can have. So again, other thing, Zahra, I want to share is about because muttaqi, definitely he has to do amr ma'roof nahy anil munkar, because we have some mistakes and some faults in our life. So if we do amr ma'roof to each other, if we become al mu'minu mir'atul mu'min and mirror for each other, so it means that I have mirror in whole my life. My house is a mirror house, like how beautiful it is. Like everywhere I can watch myself, my mistakes, and I can make it correct them very easily. So like sometimes if I when I sit myself and think, I think that whole house will become like a beauty parlor, because you are making me beautiful, I'm making you. And if we do this kind of amr ma'roof in our society, then whole society will become so how much beautiful taqwa is, piety is, how much respect and tranquility we'll get with taqwa, inshallah.
Thank you very much, Alima, for your beautiful words and advice on taqwa. And now we do understand that taqwa does make our life joyful and colorful, and it not only makes our life, but ourselves, our partners, our house, our children, everybody blooming like flowers of paradise. So with this note on taqwa, we would like to end our session for today, and I will just invite you, our viewers, and everybody out there to actually take up this topic seriously and sort of start building ourselves and our nafs right now. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.